And talk about it. How you broke my heart.
Hey, Mr. Hello， 同志们，我们终于来到印度尼西亚了。
The second biggest city in the world and the absolute craziest I've ever been to.
Yeah, that's nice. Try with that one.
Good. Lekker. Lekker.
Looking for spicy food for so long. 印度尼西亚的饮食文化真的是多种多样，既有很多我们从未尝试过的东西，也有一些常见但独具印尼风味的美食。Super fresh, cold, and spicy。这个酱是灵魂。
We found some sort of street food street, so we just wanted to see what there is.
Sayuran.
豆芽、豆腐、白菜、辣椒，天哪，又好吃又辣。
I mistook this building for a Moscow first, but it turns out its many floors are actually home to a bargain hunter's paradise.
在这儿买内裤。这双鞋5万印尼币，我们一听就不准备还价了，因为还挺便宜的，25块钱，所以就买下来。
Oh, you noticed me, the lightning god. Yeah. I saw these guys, they've all got the same t-shirts on. So they've got porters specifically for this mall. That's how big it is, just to carry stuff around the mall. That's insane.
我感觉这里的城市区域和村民住宅区域是没有一个清晰的界限。你的左边可能就是很穷的人住的地方，你的右边可能就是摩天大厦，是那种高档餐厅、高档酒店，这是一个很魔幻的地方。然后呢，就是这个地方也没有什么规则，我觉得，比如说一条路这么窄，小摊还有street food可以站一半的距离，没有人管，大家都很开心，大家就是挤一挤走过去就行了，也没有所谓的城管过来管制交通。 就是我想怎么样，我想穿鞋，我不想穿鞋就不穿鞋，我想干嘛就干嘛，我想在这儿休息就在这儿休息，就是很随意、crazy 的一个城市，就感觉整个世界是 merge together 的。
There's one impression so far of the city which I feel is really strong for me, and that is just the traffic. Wherever we go, it's just a total constant. Every road is like it's always rush hour. It feels like the blood pulsing through the veins of the city.
这堵车的程度比我之前在中国看到的任何地方都要可怕。Oh my gosh!
I'm just in the traffic now. There's no way.
油条。
哦，油条，你想买一个吗？
这个小女孩过来，她想卖我们纸，我们不想要纸。这个吧，好。这个看着好吃。对于你们来说可能会很新鲜，但是对于习惯的人来说，这就是很正常的。
I think the coolest thing about this whole experience is everything's just merged together. We're like behind the street right now, and there's people just sitting down eating. There's a river behind us, and on the other side there's another layer of street food. It's so compact. And it's really hot in it.
Local way.
So here, you can't really say they're beggars because they're more like street performers, but it's the most amount of people I've ever seen asking for money in a place. You sit down and maybe 4 or 5 different groups of people, not just one, will come along like playing music, dressed up, dancing, asking for money. It adds to the atmosphere, everyone's really happy. Apart from, there's a couple of people who don't really have any skills, and they just kind of stand there not getting any money. So those are the guys that I felt the most sorry for. Alright, we just got in our room. I want to show you guys what we're dealing with here. We got our wonky door. We got our beautiful bathroom. We got our room with a view.
我们在网上找了一个新的民宿，希望比上个好一点，所以现在我们去民宿的路上。
This is our 3rd hotel. Our last one, we didn't actually film it, but it was pretty bad. Halfway through being there, we found out it had cockroach. Today we've been walking for about 5 hours now towards the beach, and we're probably about 2/3 of the way there. We're in central Jakarta before that. This place is just huge. The religion here is really strong. Wherever we go, we see people wearing Muslim outfit, and also there's like signs for halal meat everywhere. The second hostel that we went to, they actually asked us to provide evidence that me and Ella were married so that we could stay in the same room. I've not experienced that before coming from England. Yeah, kind of interesting to see the city very wrapped up in the religion. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, but behind me right now is the Istiklal Mosque. It's got the capacity for 120,000 people. That's the biggest mosque I've ever heard of. We wanted to give you guys a tour inside, but it turns out the tourists aren't allowed in, which is a shame. But from here you still get the sense of the scale of the 120,000 people that can fit inside.
现在晚上8点49分了，看着大街上的人们，我感觉他们还在 working mode， 就是他们好像不会停下来工作的感觉一样，就是各行各业，大家还在工作中，推着小车卖茶饮的、饭店的，还有这些搬运东西的，反正所有的店都在工作中。我觉得这里的人都是处于很疯狂的工作模式里。每个人 keep themselves so busy. Everyone is doing something. No, it's doing something. 好啦，差，
你要多少？
哦，不要，你怎么会说中文？
一点点就好。
你不是一点点，很多了。
不是啦，一点点就好。
这是我遇到第一个会说中文的人，好激动啊！拜拜。
I think for me, the thing is that despite all the hardships here, the people are extremely friendly. Every single person moving there. And I would come back again just for the atmosphere on the streets.
Rapper.
Be careful.